Hey guys, Mr. Mewman back here again today, and today I have something a little bit different for a binder video for you. So what I have done in this binder, I have taken the Japanese set of Eevee Heroes, and I have completed it using English cards instead. So just a little bit about it. Eevee Heroes, we received that in our Evolving Skies set. So of course it was a really big set, as well as some cards were also pushed into Fusion Strike, and some we had were released as promos. So just a little bit about Evolving Skies before I start. Evolving Skies was made up of 3 different sets. Eevee Heroes, which focused on all the evolutions, Blue Sky Stream, which focused on Rayquaza, and Skyscraping Perfection, which was mainly Duraludon. So, and in that set, there are a whopping 72 full arts and secret rares. So a very big set, very difficult to collect. We do have the master set. If you guys haven't seen that, make sure you check that out. I'll have the link down in the description below. But what I've done here is I've taken the Japanese set Eevee Heroes. I've added in some Japanese promos that they received. And if you want to see what the set list is, I'll put that down in the link below as well. That's to Bulbapedia, where you can just basically see what the actual set list of Eevee Heroes is. And one of the effects that, if this was to happen, if they were to release Eevee Heroes just in English, this probably would have dropped a lot of the singles, so the prices of the singles, really making it more affordable to collect, and it would have reduced the amount of secret rares and full arts. So just going into that, it's not an actual English master set, so this is what it would look like in Japanese, except for these are obviously English cards, and I'll point out the cards that were not included in Eevee Heroes that I have added in. So basically, it's laid out like all our other master sets. You have the normal version next to the reverse holo, and then as you can see right off the bat, we have Leafeon V and V Max, Sewaddle, Swadloon, and Leviani. And if you can see it, and I'll hold this up a little bit, you can see Pinsir, the set list is for Evolving Skies, but Sewaddle is Fusion Strike. So it's a kind of a combination of a lot of mainly 2 different sets, whereas it was just one in Japan. From there, we have the reverse Leviani, Jupiter, Araquanid, Gossifleur. There are 3 different Eldegoss because this is a non-holo exclusive. And then we get into Flareon. So here's a great example. Flareon V was removed from Evolving Skies and made into a tin collection, as well as Vaporeon and Jolteon. However, the Flareon V Max was removed from Eevee Heroes and made as promos, so that you won't see the Flareon V Max in the set list, and you won't see in the Japanese set list, and you won't see the Flareon V in the English set list. So this set would basically combine them both, so you have them all in one binder. From there, we move to Slugma, Macargo, and Entei. Now we get to Vaporeon V, so the same story. This is an English promo, and this is a promo in Japan. So not one full complete set has both of those in there. From there we have Marill, Azumarill, Mantine, and Mudkip, Marshtomp, Swampert, Feebas, and Milotic. Then we have Glaceon V and VMAX, Pikachu, Raichu, Voltorb, and Electrode. And then the same story with Jolteon, English promo and a Japanese promo. Rotom, Dynamo, Electric, and Electros. And then we have Espeon V and VMAX, and Espeon VMAX was also released or removed from Eevee Heroes as well to made as a promo. Mawile, Flabebe, and Floette, Florges, and Sylveon V and VMAX, Sandygast, and Palisand. We move on to Marshadow, Indeedee, Pancham, Umbreon V and VMAX, Zorua. We do have 3 Zoroarks because the non-holo is an exclusive. We go into Pangoru, Impidimp, and Morgrim, Grimmsnarl, Meowth, Persian, and Kangaskhan. And to finish up the Pokemon, we have Eevee and Smeargle. And as you notice, the only Vs and VMAXs in this set would have been those Eeveelutions. So if we would have gotten a set like this in English, if you were to pull a V, it would be some sort of Eeveelution, as opposed to trying to pull one in Evolving Skies, which is a little bit more difficult. But I don't know, just something I thought that would have been cool if we would have gotten this in English instead of combining them all 3. That way pull rates would have been a lot better for those chasing different Eeveelutions. As far as items go, the items are laid out a little bit in the Japanese set different. So we have Boost Shake, Dream Ball, and then it actually has Elemental Badge, then the Snow Leaf Badge, then the Moon Sun Badge, even though the actual numbers have them swapped around a little bit, and then the Ribbon Badge. So those, of course, all go to the different Eeveelutions. And then Aroma Lady and Gordy are your only 2 supporters. Another thing I would have changed is I would have made this Professor Juniper, and then made this the bosses order Lysander just to make those a little bit more available, especially when we get to the full arts and secret rares. I'll kind of cover that as well. And then shopping center, and then treasure energy. So a really small set. I thought it would have been really great if we would have had a small set like this. That way you would have had the chance to pull all those evolutions. Going on to the full arts, this is where I really like the set. So you have Leafeon V and V Max, Flareon V, or not V Max, sorry, the alternate art, Flareon V and the alternate art. So of course this was removed from the English set and made into a promo. Then I'll hold this up. Vaporeon V and the alternate art, that was also removed. Glaceon, Glaceon V, both of them the alternate art. Jolteon, there's the Jolteon that was removed. And then there's Espeon. Sylveon, both of them with the alternate art. Umbreon and the alternate art. And then our two full art supporters were Aroma Lady and Gordy. And the reason why I mentioned Professor Juniper and Lysander is in a set like this, it would have been great if our two full art supporters were really great supporters, such as Professor Juniper and Lysander. So that would have been great if we would have gotten them in this set instead of the Japanese set VMAX Climax. So going into the VMAX, you will see that some of them do have rainbow rares and some of them do not. That's because only 4 of them were included in Eevee Heroes, and the other 4 alternate art VMAXs were removed and made as promos. They were actually very difficult to get in Japan. So you won't see those 4 rainbows in this set. So we start with Leafeon Rainbow and the Leafeon alternate art. And you can see there is no Flareon Rainbow. Moving on to Vaporeon, there's no rainbow for that as well. You have the Rainbow Glaceon and the alternate art. No rainbow for the Jolteon or the Espeon. The Espeon was pulled out of Eevee Heroes and made into a really big collection box. And then the Rainbow Sylveon, the alternate art Sylveon, and then the Rainbow Umbreon and the alternate art Umbreon. And then we have the final supporters. Again, if we would have had Lysander and Professor's Research, I would have liked to see that better than the Aroma Lady and Gordy. Just a little bit more playable supporters, I would say. Our one gold card is Inteleon. It would have been really neat if they would have done that as Eevee, just to really fit with the theme. That would have been really great if you would have had shiny Eevee. You have Boost Shake. I would have liked to see them do the different badges. So you have the Snow Leaf badge, the Ribbon badge, all those. That would have been great to see them get the secret rare. And then our one stadium here is Turffield Stadium. It would have been nice if we would have seen the shopping center that's already in the set. And then our one energy is a darkness energy, and they could have maybe done treasure energy. So a lot of things that I would have done different, but I'm not the one responsible for making the set list and everything. But I just wanted to show the potential of what we could have had here in English if they would have released it similar to the way they release it in Japan. So before I go, I just have one question, and I'll put this down in the comments below. But would you have rather received a smaller set in English, similar to this, so kind of what I have laid out here, or similar to Eevee Heroes, or do you like having Evolving Skies the way it is with the 72 full arts and secret rares, loads and loads of cards? So just a question. I was just kind of curious to see what everyone's feedback was on that. But yeah, I really like this as a smaller set. I wish we would have gotten something like this. It would have been a little bit easier to collect and a lot more affordable to collect as well. But before you go, make sure you guys like and subscribe. I want to thank you guys for joining, and I'll see you next time.